This is the Silent Type, and in this video we'll be discussing every possible counter to the Whipsword Rainflow, as in Shinobi Striker. Now, for the new players or veterans, I'm pretty sure everyone know that this weapon is one of the most spammable kill weapons known in the game. Mainly because everybody who uses the weapons will only do one thing: triangle, triangle, triangle. Being the only weapon or heal type that has a ranged guard break. But fear not, because I'm about to go over every possible counter for this weapon. Ninjutsu, ninja tools, and weapons. Before we get started, I would like to say a big shout out to Black Mask for helping me make this video, because trying to find other people to fight against while trying to use the counters, and it takes a while. So yeah. So the first counter that we will definitely need to go over, and in my opinion is the best counter for this weapon, is none other than Byakugan. And now, not many people realize this, but Byakugan is one of the most powerful jutsu in the game. Yes, it does no damage whatsoever, but being able to lock onto your opponents from all the way across the map, as well as increasing your attack, your healing power, as well as making it so that anything that would normally guard break you cannot guard break you. A good example, which I'm about to show on screen right now, is how I'm using Byakugan, and with Mask's help, you can see that even though he is spamming the Whipsword triangle, you will be able to keep your guard. Now, not saying that you have to only use Byakugan when placing someone with Whipsword, because there's multiple other counters as well. Air Palm is a good counter because it sends out a shockwave and knocks them away, but then you still need to be able to follow up rather quickly. Now, other counters such as Heavy Boulder will be a really good one, because for one thing that people don't realize is that no matter how hard they try, unless they're running a specific jutsu or ninja tool to give them super armor, you can completely negate it if you have your own super armor, even if it's for a few seconds. They have your own super armor to get past it. Now, not saying that, oh, well, all they gotta do is just throw on super armor, because that is not the case. Most jutsu can still take away super armor. Whether it's Sage Art Shadow Style Thunder Blast, or even Murder's Bone Ash, which I believe can take out super armor if I'm not mistaken. But the Whipsword is not as strong as most people think it is. I feel like a lot of people just feel as if the weapon is stronger than what it is because they fear having the guard broken. And that brings me to my next topic. When facing someone with the Whipsword, the last thing you want to do is block. Well, technically, you shouldn't be blocking against a healer to begin with. That's just basic game knowledge, because blocking against a healer is going to get your guard broken. Now, along with multiple jutsu in this game that can actually get past Whipsword, you will have to make sure that you solely focus a build in order to make sure that you can stop a Whipsword user. Now, most of the time, a Whipsword user will either be running Strength of 100 Hard Life, or even the Ninetales Ramen, which is the substitution. Certain builds that I have placed in previous videos are very good at countering the Whipsword. A build that is actually really good at countering the Whipsword is this build right now shown on screen. The stats doesn't really matter, but the build itself does. This build right here, if done in the right way, can counter any cheesy build in this game, unless they have Kamui or Subterranean. If that's the case, then you have to time it in order to catch them. But Paralysis, Lightning Release Bullet, Shadow Possession, it will completely stop them from playing the game. I have made a whole video about this build before. Yes, you don't have no heals on healer, but at the same time, it is very good as long as you have another person is dedicated to playing healer. Now, one other thing that people don't realize is that but most weapons in this game can actually bypass the Whipsword entirely. Defense. I'm really not understanding how defense players are struggling when facing someone with Whipsword, especially since every single triangle that they get, despite what weapon they're using, whether it's the fan, the claw, whether it's Madara's fan, or even the blast sword Shukaku release. No matter what, unless y'all are staying stationary, like with this weapon shown on screen right now, Whipsword is not nothing to be feared because y'all triangle not only makes y'all move forward, but it also has hyper armor, allowing you to bypass getting stunned. The main thing that you'll want to do when facing someone with Whipsword is be as aggressive as you can, while also making sure that you do not get caught. Now, there are a lot of other jutsu besides the one on healer that I mentioned. So far, the 3 classes that I will be focusing on when doing this explanation will be attack, defense, and healer, because let's be honest, range, y'all shouldn't be getting close to Whipsword jutsus in the first place. Nearly everything in your arsenal is range based, including your weapons. Just attack from distance range. All y'all gotta do. And if y'all do, and if they do get close, well, I really hope that y'all got on the World Kunai stat. Forgot what it's called. But most things in this game can actually counter the Whipsword, especially if your attack. Attack has a lot of things in here, from down to their ninja tools, down to their actual ninjutsu. I'm gonna just say this: Lightning Style Lariat, Lightning Blade, Sharingan, Leaf Flash, and Leaf Rise and Wind. All those are on my screen right now, and those are all things to stop the Whipsword. The main focus of blocking the Whipsword is very simple. 1, you either need to have a jutsu that can bypass it, or 2, you have to close the distance just enough so that you can deflect it. And yes, y'all can deflect the Whipsword. It is possible. If you're close enough to the person using it who's spamming triangle, you can actually deflect them off of you without breaking your guard, as I will show on screen right now. Besides that, certain builds to make sure that you can damage the healer just enough with spamming it. Because let's be honest, if you're spamming the Whipsword, that means you don't know what you're doing on healer, or you're just not running no heals at all, which is only going to make you an easier target. Now, there are other jutsu to make you move faster on attacks, such as teleportation and oboguruma. These jutsu, dynamic entry, to make sure that you get close enough to the healer that is spamming it, or even clematis stance. It all depends on how well you approach the person in which you're fighting, because if you do not think it through, then you're going to get caught in the triangle spam and more than likely have your guard broken. And most healers will just keep spamming triangle until you either get stunned, fall to the ground, and then that's when they want to use their jutsu. Not everybody has mastered that weapon. Barely 10 people has mastered that weapon. From my experience, from anybody's experience, you will see that a lot of people rely too much on the triangle. Defense. Y'all have a lot of armored style jutsu in order to counter the Whipsword. Remember, when facing someone that has the Whipsword, you will want to use jutsu to get past it. Sand Coffin, Celestial Airtight Type 0, Sakuna Hikona, especially Susanoo Armor, and I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all forgot about Demon Hunter and Kamu. Just because they can still block Demon Hunter does not mean that it is not viable. If you're a defense main and you see someone just spamming the Whipsword, the literal best thing for you to do is to run Demon Hunter and Susanoo Armor to face them. And I'm only saying that because if they're just going to press one button, just make them put the controller down. Play builds in which they literally can't fight back with. The only way to really counter cheese is with cheese. Like, don't get me wrong, everything in this game can be cheesy depending on how you use it. But I do feel as if the Whipsword itself needs a nerf because it is a ranged field weapon that can break guards. You can deflect it, and depending on how they hit you, sometimes it won't even break your guard, because I found out a little earlier that the Whipsword itself is kind of buggy. But all you really gotta do is just know how to get around it. Remember, do not block against someone using Whipsword. You have to play aggressively, either that or have builds specified to take them down without them being able to fight back. Certain builds for attack, which I've made in the past, which could literally consist of Rasengan Connection. Rasengan Connection is still one of the best attack moves. It doesn't matter if they can't break guards no more. I haven't seen this move be used not once since the Whipsword came out. Now take note, I'm not an attacker, but I have not seen this move be used once. Pair this with Kurama Twin Impact. Oh, there's a lot of juice in here. Well, pair this with Kurama Twin Impact and either the Paper Bomb Kunai and the Violet Threads, and I'm 100% sure that you will be able to get past Whipsword. Why? Because Rasengan Connection is a jutsu in which makes it so that it can't sub while taking hits. Kurama Twin Impact is a move that blocks their substitution while dealing massive damage. Then Violet Threads is a ninja tool type weapon in which can pull them closer. Take note, this weapon was nerfed, but be cautious. Because it was nerfed does not mean it still does not have its effect that removes super armor. Depending on the scenario, do take note it doesn't remove all super armor, depending on the weapon or the ninja tool, but it still removes some super armor. There's a whole build that I have in which technically one-shots with this weapon. You just need Red Pill, Rasengan Connection, Twin Impact, Violet Threads, and Black Crane Outfit. And it's going to destroy their health. Now, besides the easy ones, in which I know a lot of people will be like, oh, I already knew that super armor can't counter the Whipsword, I just want to find something new because I'm tired of using it. Understandable. Besides super armor, any jutsu that allows you to stay stationary or even move while being hit with the Whipsword can also be good. For example, range types. I am 100% sure that y'all forgot everything about what Heavenly Hand Power does. Remember, even though I dislike it, they buff Heavenly Hand Power so much. So much. When using Heavenly Hand Power, you gain super armor during activation. It also allows you to switch places with the person in which you are looking at. After they switch, they are completely locked off of you while you are still locked onto them. Now, defense. We've already been over multiple things that can counter it, but once again, I haven't really been seeing people use Genjutsu Sharingan. And do take note, because I haven't been seeing people use these certain jutsu, does not mean that they aren't still using them. It's just throughout the couple of weeks in which I've been, inactive, I have not seen certain jutsu being used. But do not fret about that. In my opinion, healer is the best class to fight someone abusing the Whipsword. And the reason why I say that is because we have a lot of jutsu in order to either stun and keep our opponents at bay, or even just completely negate all of what they're doing. The only downside is that if you're playing an anti-Whipsword build, you need another healer that's healing your team while you focus the person with the whip sword. And remember, this build works on all cheese. The only counter to a build like this is, I'm gonna say, hard light since it frees you, heavenly hand power, body blow, and limbo clone, which we're about to get into. That is the only 4 counters so far that I know of that after you get hit by paralysis, those are the only things that can actually free you from it. But speaking of limbo clone, do not forget, healer is still good at dealing with own healer BS. As shown on screen right now, if you get hit by the whip sword, you can use limbo clone. If you get hit by the whip sword, you should be able to still use hard lights. And the good thing about that is that the moment that they see, oh, this person has this jutsu to counter me, they're either going to pop Master of Medicine or they're going to run away. Another good build for dealing with whip sword is literally hard light and particle style atomic dismantling jutsu filler. Why? Because it removes super armor. Actually, correction. This is literally the best jutsu to use to remove any type of buff from your opponent that isn't Kamui or Sunlit Medicine. It removes everything except ultimates. The weapon is not as strong as what most people think it is, as long as you know how to get around it. Remember, something is only as strong as you make it if you don't have the knowledge to counter it. Besides that, the weapon can still be used in other ways. You do not have to constantly spam triangle with it. It has decent combos, decent resets that not many people know about because they're only focusing on one aspect. It's basically the Double S plus Madara fan all over again. But so far, these are all the ways in which I do know how to counter the whip sword. Don't forget, if you are a hill main and you're struggling to deal with it, Byakugan is the best way to deal with it. If you are an attack main, remember, Taijutsu or anything that is armored while pushing at them to keep them stunned is the best way to deal with it. Defense. Everything in your kit can deal with it, honestly. Everything. And range types, don't get close. Like, unless you have a certain build to get close to stun them, then there's no point in getting close. Just keep your distance, attack from the rear, and just try to keep them off of your opponents. I know that might sound a little difficult with all the outfits that increase movement speed and weapons that are broken, but besides that, everything just comes down to experience. I could show y'all for 10 hours straight on ways to deal with it, but y'all have to actually practice and get around it yourselves in order to fully understand it. But so far, this is all the knowledge in which I do have on the whip sword. If I do find anything else that can counter the whip sword, I will be sure to make another video explaining what can and can't do it. But until next time, this is the Silent Type, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.